Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome to the Senior Living Headquarters. So, for starters, I'm Mike.
I'm Steve.
And let's preface this video with the acknowledgement. We know that some people may not be crazy about being gaffer taped to the same neighborhood until they die. But a retirement community is actually a very comforting and, in the long run, beneficial environment. So, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be saying that one benefit, and then he's going to be explaining, and then we're just going to keep going back. And then if you guys want to check out our video on what exactly is a retirement community, I'm going to link it in the description just for a little bit more information. So you ready to get started?
I'm ready to get started.
Okay. And I have this iPad here, which is slightly outdated, but it does the job just fine.
So what's first on the agenda?
You had to scroll to the bottom. Okay, so for the first one, on the blog you have written no outdoor maintenance.
Yes, no outdoor maintenance at all.
Okay.
No outdoor maintenance at all. I mean, you don't have to cut the lawn, cut the shrubs, no edging.
Which are
that sounds like magic to my ears.
Yes.
No snow blowing, no shoveling.
Yes. Especially once you start climbing the ladder, which, let's be honest, stuff does start to get a little harder.
Oh, yeah, it does. I mean, do you think I want to be shoveling 2 feet of snow? Snow blowing 2 feet of snow? No way.
Never. And living with your peers / security.
Well, that is pretty important because when you get older, probably one of the few things that you do want is, comfort. And when you have young kids running around, playing in the street, screaming.
Hooligans.
Ding dong ditch, yes.
Ding dong ditch. Oh, that pissed me off.
See, if you're living with people that are 55 and older, you don't have that. You won't hear the basketball bouncing on the ground, shooting hoops, or playing hockey with the sticks. It's just a much more quieter, peaceful atmosphere.
For sure. And then different levels of care within one community. What do you mean by that?
That is, in retirement communities, you can either have a lot of different levels of living. You can start out, in this case, you can start out as a active adult. And some communities offer the continuing care, which you can move in as a active adult. And then as you get older, if you need assisted living, and that, if you need a little help with stuff, cooking or getting dressed or something, and then they even have in the same community, you can even move to a nursing home, all in the same, within a few blocks of each other. And that could be beneficial if you want to just move one place and stay there for the rest of your life, instead of just moving to just an active adult community. And then when you do need a nursing home, you got to move again.
Yes.
Which sucks. And for the security, is there security there?
Yes.
Security, a lot of places have gated communities where you actually need a pass to get in.
Yeah.
Have the gate come up. And, that keeps the hooligans out.
The hooligans.
And plus, with people being home all day, retired citizens, they keep an eye on each other. I mean, they're home all the time. It's not like you're going to work for 8-10 hours and your house is empty. You're there a lot of the time, or your neighbors are there all the time. So if they see something going on,
yes. And actually,
hey,
for all those who want to call bull on that, I actually just have an experience that happened today. So today, me, my brother-in-law, and my sister, we went to my grandparents' house.
They live in a retirement community.
So, as this is going on, the coronavirus, all that stuff is happening. So this is probably going to be the last time we're going to see him for a bit. So we visited today. And then within like a half an hour, they got a phone call from one of their neighbors because they thought that my car was a...
Oh, that's so funny.
No, yeah, they thought
they were questioning your car being in their driveway?
Because they thought my car was one of my grandparents' friends.
Oh, really?
But then in her driveway, there was a repair dude who was fixing something. So then they're like, okay, if her car is there and someone's parked there...
Did not I say, hey, who's in your driveway then?
No. It was... Okay, well, so if her car is over at their house, then there's no one in that house. And there's a car that I don't know there.
Yes.
So they're obviously trying to break in. So if you don't think old people watch out for each other, they do. So
security.
Now, yes. And now, for you boring bingo lovers, you're going to love this next one. Community classes or activities.
It's unbelievable when you look into this. Like, they have so many. Like, so if you get into a big retirement community, oh my God, they have hundreds of activities and clubs, dancing. They have tennis,
Bingo.
swimming, bingo. They have community activities. I mean, it's endless. It's unbelievable.
Yes, and we're going to be getting, if you guys want to see a video, because I immediately, with bingo, I thought of gambling and casinos and all. And that just reminded me about the...
We have a video coming up that has the nearest casinos.
I tried finding it because I
to the
read it
villages,
earlier.
yes,
I read
Florida.
it earlier and I couldn't
Now,
find
the Villages in Florida is a huge retirement community. Huge. I think it's the biggest in the world. They have like over 110,000 people that live there. And oh my God, they have probably over a couple hundred activities to do within that community. It's unbelievable. They actually have to make time to relax because they have so much shit going on.
So if you guys want to check out that video, I'm going to link it in the description along with the what is your retirement community. Everything that you want to find out is going to be down there. So yeah, community classes or activities. You can learn how to knit. You could play bingo. You could play shuffleboard probably. Whatever. Okay, now the next. You wrote independence. What's that about?
Independence. You know, you might think when you go to a retirement community, there's going to be a lot of rules, which there are. I mean, you can't like put your car on the front lawn and say for sale and, you know, think you're going to sell it. You can't do that in a retirement community. But you do have a lot of independence. You can go and come as you please. Some places, actually, like the Villages in Florida, actually, you have your own golf cart where you can go all around the community. And like their community is like something like 30 square miles. It's ridiculous. So, yeah, you do have independence to go and come as you please. It's not like you think you're locked down, which you're not. And, but that's for mainly active adult communities. Once you get into the assisted living and nursing homes, then it's a little bit less independent. But for active adult communities, you have pretty much all the free roaming that you want.
So now we have spoken about hooligans. I'm sure they're going to come up again in this one. A relaxing and quiet community.
When I go to my parents in a retired community, it's unbelievable. Here at home, in my house, we're in a suburb, and all you do is hear kids running around, hooligans, whether they're playing basketball or hockey or just running up and down the street with their bikes or screaming, jumping on trampolines or whatever. But when I go to my parents, when I pull in their driveway, they have like a big transformer right on the side of their driveway. I can hear that transformer humming. It's so damn quiet in that place. It's unbelievable. You can hear a mouse piss on cotton.
Yes, and that's true. I was just there today, and then Bree, my sister, slammed my door. Then it just echoed because there was just no other noise. It's like,
it's
one,
very quiet.
Don't slam my door. Two, you know, I'm sure someone's trying to sleep or something. Jeez. Let's see. Little fluctuating monthly expensive.
Yes. Well, when you're in a retirement community, when you have a house there, like I said, you're not doing any outdoor maintenance. So guess what? You're not going to have a lawnmower break. There's $200-300. Snowblower, if that breaks, you got to go buy a new snowblower. That's $400, $500, $600. You don't have to do that. So your costs are actually coming down. You might have to pay like a association fee, something like that, for you know, to do the maintenance outside. But as far as like your gas and electric,
Damn near fixed.
Yeah, they are pretty much fixed. There's very little fluctuation, like the water you use or the food that you're going to eat. It's only like one or two people, so it's much more different than when you are raising a family. And you have your kids, and then your friends of your kids come over, and you know they destroy the pantry, and then you got to go shopping the next day. I mean, you don't have that. So in a retirement community, it's pretty much, you have a budget and it pretty much doesn't fluctuate too much from that.
Yes. And you've seen both sides of that. You've seen both, okay, me and my friends are going to destroy some stuff. And then you've also seen, why the hell did my kid and his friends destroy some stuff? It just happens.
It just happens, yes.
Except in a retirement community. Just saying.
You're right. You have to be 55 plus. Oh, that could be another video. Watch for it. You don't always have to be 55 to live in a retirement community. Watch for that video coming up.
Okay, and then nearby shopping and healthcare.
In a retirement community, they're usually place it where there is pretty much a grocery store close by or medical facility close by. You usually don't have to travel too far for a hospital. If you need any lab work done, it's pretty much, probably within a 10-minute drive, you can pretty much get anything you want, within a community. Unlike when, if you're like raising a family in the suburbs or the outskirts where you might be maybe a half hour away from a hospital or even farther, they try to keep things a little bit more localized and close because you have pretty much a little bit of a transportation problem.
I'd say we're about 20 to 30 minutes from a hospital.
We are? Yeah, about 20
I'd say
minutes.
either Strong or U of R.
Yeah.
Not U of R. You know what I mean.
Strong, yeah.
It's Strong. Okay, whatever. Transportation services available.
In a retirement community, they have these transportation places that'll take you to. If you can't get a ride, if you don't have a car yourself, or if you don't have someone to bring you to your appointments, whether it's an eye doctor, physical, or if you gotta get lab work done, or maybe you had a knee replacement or hip replacement, you need rehabilitation. They have usually a business that will give you transportation that pretty much is within that community that you just pretty much your neighbor knows. Just call them up and they'll bring you to wherever you need to go.
Yeah, for sure. And special taxes, what's that about? I tried looking it up and I couldn't.
In a lot of retirement communities, they have special taxes. Like my parents, close to being about the same size and same type of house that I have, and they pay half the taxes I pay because they get government subsidized. So that's a huge incentive to go into retirement communities. But you have to really look into that, make sure that you are going to be subsidized, and that's something you need to look into. Which actually, that's in another video that we're going to do, and something to look forward to within a retirement community. It's very important. You can save thousands of dollars.
Yes. So now these were the 10 benefits of a retirement community. So to maybe push you kind of towards that, if you guys wanted to figure out the next step, which is kind of just like, okay, so now I know I want to go into one, what should I be looking for? The link to that video is going to be in the description, where you could find out what to look for into a retirement community and making sure the one fits you the best.